Do you ever give metal growl lessons? I literally did one earlier in the stream. I will upload it though later. I feel like the instructions in that video weren't like super clear. I actually did like talk through how I actually do it, and I've taught like maybe like 20 of my friends now how to scream. Right, let me just get into gamer position and it'll tell me. Right, okay, I'm gonna give you a quick rundown. Where's the body? This one. So essentially what you're gonna do, say you've got your body like this. You're gonna take your hand and go to where your ribs do this. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna put your thumb in the like, or like again, like basically resting the tip of your thumb against the corner there. And then you're just gonna have the rest of your hand just kind of sat there like this, right? And essentially what's gonna happen is as you breathe in, the only part of your tummy that you should feel tense at all is here. That is where your power's coming from.
Hamster.
Not your throat. Not your lungs. It's all coming from there. And essentially what you're gonna do, you're gonna breathe in and straighten all the way up. Basically like how this is, like to that extent. And you're gonna straighten all the way up. Big deep breath in. To where your fucking like chest comes out and the only part of your tummy that's tense is this. And then as you exhale, drop your entire body with it. You know, like in a cartoon, if someone inhales and exhales, they kind of go and like fucking just go like kind of compress on yourself as you breathe out like that. And you do a full body sigh, like a... So that's how it should feel in terms of like the air moving around your body, right? So you do that, and then when you're pissed off and stuff like that and you're fed up and you go, you do that on top of doing the full body sigh. And it's like, and you do that. And what you do is you put a little bit more and more effort into how much is coming out. Instead of, and then eventually you do that and you learn how to, because that's how it should feel as it comes out. And then essentially what happens is as you learn to refine that, because it's not an instant thing, it's going to be over time. But as you get that, essentially what you do is you compress it more and more and more and you like perfect it to where it feels the nicest. And you just go, and it just like that. And then you learn how to control it. And then you learn how to do the tongue movements and stuff like that. And it's the... And that's how you do that. And it depends on how much like saliva you're doing, how much you're compressing your like your false vocal cords. Because again, as I said earlier, screaming is based on false chords, not true chords that you speak with and sing with. False chords are a little different. Which is why, like, it doesn't matter whether you're a guy or a girl, you can all scream the same. Everyone has the same potential to do a scream. It just depends on if you do it right and if you're patient and dedicated enough to do it. But then also as well, something that will go into factor into it is like, if your neck composition is much thicker or you've got more like, you know, you've got like a wider gap between your true folds, or you've got a little bit more meat behind you and stuff like that, you will genuinely have generally have thicker screams, like the way that Alex Terrible and stuff does. But that's why like Corey's vocals are really thick, that's why Alex Terrible's are really thick, and it's because of stuff like that. Like, that tends to give you a more thicker sound. It doesn't necessarily you can go lower though. Lower is just like learning where the air feels right and where to compress it. So for example, I can go I do it like that, and that's how you do that. Not if you're fat. I'm talking about it's the general makeup of your neck. It's not to do with how much mass you've got behind like your neck in general. It's how the muscles operate in it. And the same with like you know, like the general makeup of the thing. Like I was showing it earlier. This one here, as you can see here, like false chords are different. Like they like kind of twist around each other and stuff like that, or like inflate like balloons, whereas your true folds just kind of flap and like open, close, and flap, whereas the others literally just like wrap around each other or inflate, or you know, little things like that. And that's how that works.